obviously really poor performance, different ways in each half. I thought our defense was actually pretty good for about 18 minutes in the first half. We didn't run very good offense. Even though we got some good looks, obviously it didn't go down. I think that we settled a lot for some contested jumpers overhand. Those just aren't good shots for us. Then in the second half, we ran better offense. We got better looks. We obviously didn't shoot the ball great from three, didn't take a ton more threes, but our defense just kind of wilted and gave in some really key moments, even when we had chances to make a run. So credit to K-State for coming out and playing the way they did. They deserved to win. They executed better on both ends of the court, and move on, try to figure out how to get to the next one.
Of your 20 points in the first half, I think 13 were second chance. So, I mean, that means you really didn't create any offense in the first
2
half.
assists too,
Yeah.
and that tells you a lot. And only 7 assists for the game, which tells you didn't run great offense pretty much all game. And although we got good looks in the second half, it was more just trying to drive and get to the rim. We got a few more foul calls, got ourselves to the free throw line, which gave us a chance to score more. But we got to get back to being more committed to doing the little things offensively to get ourselves better looks, having more patience. Though we were impatient offensively in the first half, we took a lot of one pass, kind of just go try to get a shot. And against a team like them, they're really good defensively. And Coach Weber's teams always have been. You're not going to have a whole lot of success running offense like that, and it's something we got to get better at.
When he was in here, he talked about their emphasis on defense being not letting you guys get past him in transition, because obviously in a lot of your wins, that's how you created a lot of offense. How much of it was their doing in terms of not letting you get anything easy?
Yeah, I mean, certainly you got to give them credit. Obviously, if that was part of the game plan, they executed it well. I don't think we were as aggressive as we could have been. There were a few times I thought we had opportunities to pitch the ball ahead and try to attack the rim. Again, we got the ball in the paint several times tonight and did not convert. And you just can't do that consistently and have success. Between our starting 4 and 5 man, we got 9 turnovers. It's hard to overcome when most of the time they're getting the ball in the paint area. So that's something we got to learn from. We got to get better at, and like I said, figure out for the next one.
Coach, the $1 million question is, right on the road these days, slumbering a little bit at home. Is there any rhyme or reason for maybe some of that?
I don't want to make it seem like it's nothing, because obviously it's 3 weeks in a row. So we got to own it and figure out a way to play. Just got to execute better. Obviously, the one thing that I do think has been a consistent factor is Mitchell Solomon is not on the court a lot of times when the other team goes on runs. I know that for a fact. Was last week when he came out in the first half. They finished the half on a pretty big run, Baylor did. And this week I think it was 17-4 when he picked up his second foul and came out. So again, continues to show the importance of having him on the court. But to your question, we got to learn how to play here. I mean, I don't know if it's just as simple as, focusing on us and not any external factors, whatever the case might be. One thing we haven't done, we haven't shot the ball well here pretty much all year. In the last 2 road games specifically, we've made shots, especially key moments. So maybe I just got to shoot some more in practice, and we'll figure it out.
Is it something that you just hope they work it out as you just keep on going? You don't change things, you just hope they just break out of it?
I mean, there's not a whole lot you can change about the venue. I mean, I mean, not to make it a bad question, we have to play games here. This is our home court. We got to play better, and we haven't. And I'll try to go identify some numbers that can maybe alter that. Maybe I can approach practice or shoot around or whatever it is better from a coaching standpoint, because it always starts with me, and I've got to do a better job of making sure our team has the same focus here that we've been able to have on the road.
You said last week, I think it was in between games, that there also might be an element of learning how to handle success coming off a big win. Do you think that's still part of it too?
Maybe, but how many times, right? Do you need to stick your hand on the stove before you realize it's hot? You just got to do better. And we have to do that internally. Something we have to learn how to do, and the next 2 home games won't be easy. That's for sure. The top 2 teams in the league, and so obviously we're not thinking about that right now. We got to focus on getting ready for a really good TCU team on the road, but we got to figure it out. We got to play better. Our fans deserve better.
Brown scored 38 last time you guys played. What was the game plan that you were trying to use tonight to take him away?
Well, I mean, big part of it was trying to make it more difficult for him to get looks. He got a lot of really good looks last time. He got to the free throw line a ton. We cut down on the good looks. He still got a few, but he still got to the free throw line. We fouled him a couple times there late, intentionally, or not intentional fouls, but we were trying to foul him, kind of, stretch the game out. So, did a better job, but not near enough to overcome, our deficiencies on the offensive end.
How's Lindy doing?
I'm not sure. I haven't gotten an update. He wasn't available to go back in the game today, and I'm sure I'll hear back from my trainers either late tonight or early tomorrow.
How did you feel about the team's energy today? Because you mentioned they're struggling shooting, but they were all over the boards.
Yeah, I thought our energy was good. I felt like our team was maybe starting to turn a corner. We had 2 good practices the last couple of days. There was an opportunity to build some true momentum. There's no momentum in one game. You got to do it over the course of a couple games to really be able to sustain and build on it. So I thought our energy was good, but we gave in too easily. When K-State didn't allow us to get easy transition baskets, which was part of their game plan, and we got in half court, we took the shots that they wanted us to take. We let them dictate the way the game was going to be played on our offensive end, and I think that was our downfall.